Welcome back to On the Scene. We're coming to you today from Cedar Point Country Club, home to one of the sites for this year's Fall Restaurant Week. And joining us today to talk about Restaurant Week, one of the fabulous topics we have to discuss on this program, is Cameron Robinett, who of course is the president out here at Cedar Point, and Katie Kelley, who is also the Tourism Development Specialist. Thank you both for being with us today.
Thanks for being here.
Well, let's kick it off and talk about Restaurant Week. And Katie, I'll let you help us on that. Talk about what Restaurant Week is all about. And it happens twice a year throughout the city of Suffolk. Of course, only certain restaurants are going to be participating. But what is the concept and what kind of goes on during Restaurant Week?
Well, Restaurant Week has turned into one of our premier events. We have it twice a year, usually in November and also in the spring during March. And what it essentially boils down to is it's a great way to check out any of the restaurants that are in town. We try to get as many diverse restaurants as we can, and they offer a price fix menu, either at the deluxe level, which is $10 for lunch and $20 for dinner, or at the premier level, which is $15 for lunch and $30 for dinner. Okay. And there's no coupons to bring in, no tickets to punch, nothing. You don't need to bring in a little book or anything like that. We post all of the information prior to the event and say which restaurants are going to be participating. And generally we get anywhere from 10 to 16 restaurants. So it's a really great deal. It's a good way to try out something that you haven't seen in a while.
Right. Now, of course, with the price that you're paying, it's price fixed as far as for the items that are on the Restaurant Week menu.
Yes.
Now, what does that get you? Three-course meal? Right?
Yes, three-course meal. You get to choose from anywhere from 2 to 3. Sometimes even some restaurants will do as many as 4 appetizer choices. Then there's 3 to 5 different entree choices that you can make. And then they also have desserts set up for you. So for that price, and especially for the upscale restaurants, it's a great way to try out something that you've been saying, I'd really like to try that, but I haven't been there yet. So this is your shot.
And of course, one of the great things about Restaurant Week is that you can partake as many times as you want throughout the week, and we're talking lunch and dinner at all the sites.
Yes.
And then, as you noted, y'all have a website that will have all the menus, and of course, all the times and locations and everything, so you can kind of check it out ahead of time, correct?
Yes, that's right. Our website is www.suffolk-fun.com. And if you want to go to the Restaurant Week section, there will be a header on the main page. Okay. But we also have, a section that you can check out from that main page.
Right.
So.
Okay. Now, Cameron, of course, we're here at Cedar Point, and of course, let's talk about the fact this is the third time your restaurant will be participating in Restaurant Week. Just talk about some of your past experience with Restaurant Week and how that's gone for you.
Sure. No, it's been a great experience for us. One of the things that we like about Restaurant Week the most is that it gives the Suffolk residents and other people around Tidewater the opportunity to come to Cedar Point when they otherwise would not have that ability. We are typically a private club for our membership, but this being the third time, this will be the third time that we have opened our doors to the public to give everybody a glimpse of what we have to offer. And we're very excited about this fall. One of the things that we've really worked hard on in the last couple of years is I think most people know us for the quality of our golf course, and we've worked really hard to have a restaurant that matches the quality of the golf course. Having Executive Chef Jose Perez with us for a little over a year now, I can safely say he's really transformed our restaurant here.
Very nice. So that means he's battle tested for Restaurant Week, correct? Now, normally your restaurant is not open during the days that we're talking about for Restaurant Week. Is that correct as well?
That's right. That's right. We are, Restaurant Week is Saturday to Saturday. We will not be open that Monday, but we will expand our hours during Restaurant Week. So we will be open for lunch and for dinner every night, save for Monday night.
Okay. Now, what are some of the things we can expect out of Restaurant Week from Cedar Point this year?
Well, Executive Chef Perez, he really works hard on trying to source locally the freshest ingredients that he can find, especially on the seafood side. I know that most of the folks here in Suffolk, they know their seafood, and if you don't give them stuff that's straight out of the water, they're going to know about it. So he prides himself on that, and one of the things that we've had some success with prior to in Restaurant Week is the tableside service. The folks that came to see us the last couple of times have really enjoyed the tableside Caesar salad, which we'll be doing another tableside salad. This time will be a Greek. We did a tableside Cherries Jubilee for dessert. We'll do a tableside Bananas Foster's instead this time. So really to get the wait staff and the patrons interacting and
Right.
enjoying the whole dining experience. What's different, I think, this time around versus the first two is that we've completely revamped our wine list. We scrapped it and started completely from scratch, went with 3 different companies and going through an extensive tasting process with our staff and with members. And we have what I think is a small but great list of name wines at some very, very competitive prices.
Right. Now, of course, one of the unique things about here, and of course we have a chance to see it from our vantage point here, is you have such a great view over here. If you can just talk about some of the amenities that Cedar Point has in addition to the restaurant, which of course during Restaurant Week, that's what's going to bring you
That's
here.
right.
But as you said, this facility is so much more than that.
Yeah, well, we are a full-service country club, and we do have the dining facility. We have an 18-hole championship golf course, which was renovated about 10 years ago. Along with that was the development of a 9-hole par 3 course. The view that we're enjoying out here right now, 10 years ago you wouldn't be able to even see the water because of the growth.
Right.
And with the redesign, we were able to put in a 9-hole par 3 course, which wraps around the river.
Right.
And what you'll see is most of our members enjoying a Saturday or Sunday afternoon out there barefoot with a wedge and a putter, just enjoying the sun on the
Right.
afternoon. And we do also have swimming pool that's open in season, as well as 4 outdoor tennis courts and an indoor tennis facility for those folks that want to play tennis in the wintertime.
Now, of course, you also have, in addition to the restaurant, you also offer banquet opportunities in a facility that the public can take advantage of, correct?
That's right. That's right. We do have any number of member events that occur here, but we are available for private parties and banquets. We have found that any number of folks now are starting to combine their wedding ceremony and reception.
Right.
And one of the things that we are fortunate with here is that we have the ability to accommodate both. And we've done any number of weddings where the ceremony will be held outside overlooking the river and come in for the reception or vice versa. So we can accommodate those groups upwards of 200, 250 people.
Right. Now, of course, as far as you noted, as far as how you are participating, you're going to be at the premier level, is that correct?
That's right.
And of course, this is a really unique opportunity, as you said off the top, that people normally don't have the opportunity to take advantage and kind of sample what Cedar Point has to offer, correct? But this is your opportunity to get in here and kind of see what's going on, kind of look around the facility, as you noted, interact with your wait staff and really enjoy what you have to offer here.
That's right. And we're very proud of what we've been able to accomplish, especially in the last couple of years. And we really just want to invite everybody that has heard about us but has been fearful of coming because we are a private club or they don't think it's for them, just to give us a shot.
Sure.
Just come in, have an affordable meal with us, and mingle with our members a little bit. And if they're interested in wanting access to the club going forward, then we're happy to talk to them about that.
Great. Now, of course, when they come for Restaurant Week, reservations are encouraged, correct?
That's right. They're not required, but certainly they're strongly encouraged, and that helps us give as good of a service as we can when we know they're coming.
Gotcha. Now, Katie, as far as, we're talking about Cedar Point, but obviously there's a multitude of restaurants that will be participating, and the website is probably a great resource to go because that's going to be changing over time.
Yes, we actually just received 2 or 3 new restaurants today, so it is going to be changing probably right up until the start of the event, which starts on November 2nd.
Right.
So I encourage viewers to definitely go and check out our website at www.suffolk-fun.com.
Okay.
And we'll have the menus posted. We have hours of operation. There's a small description of each restaurant, so you can kind of fit your party to your restaurant of choice. And it's just a great way to sample something that you might not have tried before. So.
Exactly. And of course, I think that philosophy can apply to any of the restaurants that are included. But again, talk about the fact that you go in, you have a menu that you'll be presented as far as a Restaurant Week menu, but you also have the regular menu as well.
Yes, you do. A lot of our restaurants will provide the Suffolk Restaurant Week menu. But some folks, when they see it, say, "I'm not too sure about that one. I'm going to order off the menu," and that's no problem at all.
Sure.
You're not stuck in one position or another. You can you can have one thing off of one and one
Right.
off the other. So we're pretty flexible where that's concerned. So I think most people will find that there's something for everybody on
Right.
these menus. So.
Indeed, indeed. And I think with the multitude and the variety that's being offered as well is a great chance to sample what Suffolk is all about,
Mm-hmm.
whether from the northern part of Suffolk, downtown, all across the great city. So it's a good
Yes.
opportunity there. Now talk again about the price points as far as how
Price
that's broken
points,
up.
we have the two levels. One is the deluxe level, and that would be a $10 lunch and a $20 dinner.
Okay.
The premier level is $15 lunch and a $30 dinner. And
Right.
again, you do not need any cards or coupons or pass books or anything like
Right.
that. You basically just make your reservations, as Cameron said,
Mm-hmm.
or stop by a place and see if they've got availability, and they'll fit you in.
Okay. Now, Cameron, we didn't have it mention this already, but if you give us a contact phone number and maybe mention your website as well, as far as in case anybody's watching the
Sure,
program,
sure.
would like to get that reservation in.
Our website is www.cedarpointcountryclub.com, all spelled out. Reservations can be made by calling 238-2275, and someone will be happy to take that for either lunch or dinner any day.
Great, great. And Katie, as far as what's the number for the visitor center that if people would like more information about Restaurant Week, maybe that we haven't covered in the course, maybe see something on the website they have a question about?
Sure.
What's the number there?
You can actually call the visitor center at any
Right.
time. We're open 9 to 5, Monday through, well, actually all week long.
Right.
And our number is 757-514-4130. And our visitor center advisors are there to answer any questions
Right.
that you might have. And we do have more than just Restaurant Week.
That's right.
So if you see something that you're interested in on the website, give us a call and we'll try to talk you through it. So, we try to get as many folks in the door as possible. A lot of great things going on in Suffolk.
Indeed, indeed. And of course, one of the other great things is that we have the Fall Restaurant Week we're talking about today, but there's another one coming up in the spring,
Yes.
so we can't, not too early to always talk about that.
Yes, we actually have it planned. It's going to be March 15th through the 22nd.
Okay.
As of right now, we don't have anybody signed up.
Right. A little
We're
early.
still trying to get
Let's
get
the fall
fall
one first, yeah.
But that's always a very successful one too. I think it's just the beginning of the spring and summer season. People want to be out trying new things. So
Sure.
if you can't get to them all during the fall,
Right.
we've got another one coming in the spring.
Good
So.
deal. Okay. Well, that's it for our Restaurant Week segment. I want to thank Cameron and Katie for being with us today.
Thank you.
And again, check out the Restaurant Week website. We'll have that address up on the screen so you can check out all the menus, find out where you want to go for those lunch or dinner options during the week of Restaurant Week. So again, a great opportunity to sample what Suffolk has to offer.